Well, hello there, YouTube. Just as predicted, the rain is here. It started, I don't know, it's probably around 8 o'clock last night, 8 or 9. And just boom, you hear it just a dumping. So this is the way it's been all day. It's harder at times than others, but it's just a non-stop drizzling soaker rain stuff. So I've got my DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro that I'm going to try to film this stuff on today, just to see how it works, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm not using a remote mic. This is directly right out of the camera. I don't think I've actually even tried this out of the camera, so I hope it works. But yeah, she's nasty out here. Holy moly. Hear all the gutters going. Boom. It's only like 50 something out here. See how the back blading of our driveway, how we created a lake. I would explain, well, just leave it at that. Man, I'm standing here in the awning, I'm still getting wet. Back up a little bit here. There we go. Gutters going everywhere. Although the sky looks a little bright there. But anyway, let me go in the shop and we'll talk about what we're gonna do. Hopefully, I think I've used this. Yeah, I did. I've used this in the shop before, so it works inside there. So, what the plan is this. We're gonna put that door lock actuator in this thing. There's a video. Guy does a really good job going step by step on this thing. It looks like a royal pain in the butt for sure, but it's not any worse than stuff I do at work all the time anyway. Been thinking about this thing and how I even want to, if I even want to involve anybody with it. I just want to hear, what the, oh, there you can see it. And there you can see that where that thing bolts. There's one of the bolts there. There's one of the bolts there. But it's kind of a, like a barrel type thing that I need a light to make it show. But there's one at the top and then one at the bottom. Although there looks like there's a ridge running in the middle of this one. I don't know. I'll have to see what it looks like when I, because what my thought is, it's no big deal to take this thing apart and just pull the bracket out and examine how that thing's on there. Wouldn't it be ironic if you could loose... I just thought I heard... I don't think Danny followed me in here. I just thought I heard something move. Hope I don't have little friends in here. But wouldn't it be ironic if you can loosen that thing and move it around? But that's not going to move that way. It'd be like an up and down movement. You're definitely not going to go left and right. Yeah, there's a dog out here. I think Danny's waiting to come in. Come on, buddy. I thought I heard something out there. Did you get a raindrop in your ear? But yeah, I want to see what the outcome is. I'm not interested in having the frame replaced. Not for something that holds just this little bracket up there. I can alter that thing so I can make it go straight. It's not gonna be a problem. In fact, I'm pondering this thing. I think it may be shockingly easy, and I don't want to say anything because if it becomes some kind of a bulletin, I don't want what I've done to, yeah, I don't want to get in trouble with that kind of stuff. So it's not a recall. That's not a safety recall. I read, the forum things, you get in there, I'm going, why'd I even look? But, if you go specifically for something that's already been written, it's cool to read what people say and see if any of that stuff pertains to you. I have had some things where you get stuck on something and you just do a search and a forum thread will pop up. And if nothing else, it just gives you an idea of where to go. But be careful with what you get out of there. There's some crazy stuff in those forums. I just long time ago just don't go searching and looking at all. Oh, speaking of this, the license plate and the actual registration. I got a little mini registration I carry in my wallet, but the actual registration is out for delivery. But our mail way out here in the sticks can show up a little late sometimes. What you think, Danny boy? You're holding that ear. You got a problem going on there, buddy? I'm probably laying under that bush and a drop went right down your ear, huh? That would drive me nuts too. I know what that's like. Anyway, task at hand today is to put that door lock actuator in there. You wouldn't believe all the pieces and rods and stuff that go on every which way. How many plugs that are being plugged in this thing? It's all manual stuff, nothing, no big deal. But we'll get into that. Kelly says she's gonna fix me lunch. I said, well, I'm gonna go out there and start the vlog and tell the peeps what I'm doing, show them that it's pouring down rain out there, and go from there. What you think, buddy? I think my ear's driving me nuts. That's what I'm thinking, huh? Alrighty. Oh, moly. What a mess. It's not that big of a deal. It's just so many little intricate things you gotta do. There's the old one. There's the new one. But all those rods and stuff going every which way, not that big of a deal. It's a tight fit in there. Really tight fit. And this door, you can tell this panel's never been taken off before. I'm the first one in the last 22 years. So I hope that can of Honda white lithium grease is still good. How old is a can that has the wrapper going around it? They haven't made those things in eons. Whoever has any dates on it anywhere. Not that I can see. Nope, you're right side up here. No idea. It's probably a date code in there somewhere. That's crazy. I mean, their cans are rounded at the top. I mean, they haven't had these cans in years and years. They're sitting up there on the shelf. I don't remember. I probably did. But Ryan and I both use it. It's great for doing stuff like this on cars. White lithium grease. Heavy duty general purpose lubricant. Good old Honda stuff. But anyway, now the reverse order to put it all back together. Clean everything up here right quick. Then do the reversal. It's kind of a tight fit getting in there because one thing, the window guide or whatever is in there. So obviously you could do this with the window. Well, obviously you could do it with the window down, but I need to get that outer door seal. I don't know if someone tried to break into. Well, I can tell someone broke into it at one time because he wedged in the windows here. So busted up. Surprisingly, it doesn't leak. I don't know how it doesn't with literally a hole right there, but it don't leak. And you can see, yeah, they disturbed all of this in here. It's made robbed the old CRV, but what it looks like is they were prying down in that, because you can see the chunks of it missing. It just could be age, but that allows water to go down in that area, and that's probably what ultimately took that thing out. But the window doesn't touch it, but it's got another seal behind it there, so I don't know how important that is. But anyway, that looks all nasty. It's just kind of an ugly looking thing. And you got to watch that. I forget what they call that stuff, but you don't want to get it on your clothes and stuff. It doesn't really come off. it's reusable like a whole bunch of times. But crazy, huh? Alright. I'll come back when I've accomplished something here. Man, you guys are being so quiet out here. Look at that. Well, what's weird, and I think there's a way of turning this on and off. I just don't remember how. But when you hit it a second time short by, it beeps to let you know the alarm's set. Well, that's gone. Even when it wasn't working, it would it wouldn't shut the door, but I could hit it because I'd have to manually lock it like that and shut the doors. Oh, I'll do it with the thing open. You got to key this door. I think you can do a weird thing like that with the handle, and it'll lock. But anyway, when you manually shut it, I just get to work and just lock it. But I could walk away and hit the deal and it would go off. You hear the other one's trying to work, but this one has to work for the rest of the doors to open. And I like how it first, this is like a security thing nowadays. That's weird looking. You can see the counter on the thing, but when you walk up to it and you unlock it, it just does the one door. It's kind of cool, huh? But, and you guys that had these old goats, I guess I can look it up. Because I know there was a way, because it drove me, because our elements, one of my elements was super loud. Beep! Like, I mean, literally make people jump. Instead of that quick little beep beep thing that you get out of it, you went bop! Old lady putting groceries in the back of her car and jump out of her skin. But anyway, I do like the thing beeping. I like that confirmation. But you got this when you across the parking lot, you hit the button, assuming that the door lock actuator is functioning. It they're locked. But anyway, I got a little confused when I was putting all the rods back in, and there was a guy that did a really good video on this thing, and so I had to figure out where that was. I remembered everything. I watched it, geez, I don't know, 6 months ago, maybe last year. It's just one of those things you just remember what to do. The process. It's pretty straightforward. But I remember there was a trick. Remember you had to take the window rail out of the bottom to make it so it would move enough. Because I guess you can pull that thing out, but it's really hard to get it to slip back up in the top. So it's highly advisable not to pull it out, because you'll fight it getting it back in. But anyway, I just couldn't figure out how to get all the rods together to make it slide past the window rail or guide or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, the old war wagon. I didn't work on this thing very much. I kept goofing around, went back inside and had lunch. I got wrapped up in some show Kelly was watching. And then I did do something. This is all the junk that came out and off of my Road King. All of that. Everything that's just piled up there. And my nice little rock strap things. Those things work so good. Anyway, maybe we'll look at this thing tomorrow. I'm kind of interested. I don't remember seeing. I'm just seeing light through that. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, okay. I thought there was like a plate behind this plate. You guys can probably see. But it's light. behind there. So there's a barrel going across right here. You know, this is the nut goes through. It's threaded on the bracket on the other side, and then here, and that's basically what's holding it. And if you have the, well, I guess all of them have this, but it comes around and holds that, or wraps around and holds onto that too. So it's got a mount going back here too. So to mess with all that, I'll probably have to pull the tank off, which is a little weird on these things. There was one that we had in on trade that was old enough that we didn't have any history on it, so I inspect the air filters under the tank. It's a little, it's not any worse than any other one you come across. You got a vacuum hose, which, no, that's not it there. Remember, it's a vent. Yeah, I'll have to play with it. I think it's the overflow thing for the tank. I haven't even looked if this thing has evap. I think it probably does. It's probably buried in that cowling there somewhere. Which nowadays with modern bikes with evaps and stuff, it's not an issue. Just don't overfill your tank, you know, fill it past where it's supposed to go. The only danger is contaminating your the charcoal in your evap canister, because it'll turn it to dust after a while. Not to mention, if it overfills, it plugs the system up and you get codes for your evap system not working right. Well, I hope this camera worked out okay, because I used this for everything today. The old Action 5, not old, the brand new Action 5 Pro. That last update, I watched it before I even got it installed on mine. I seen that it was available. I just didn't get around to doing it. Anyway, it was like the day after it was released. I caught some videos on it, and people they don't see any difference at all. I think it's a bit rate. It just seems sharper. It just seems like a cleaner picture. And that pasty, like, over brightening the dark stuff, they kind of knock some of that out. They tune some of that out. Of course, you can shoot it in D-Log and D-Log M, or mobile, I guess. I don't know what that means. Mini. It's not a true log. You use, like DJI's LUT works. I mean, you can do it that way, but that adds more work. Spend enough time doing this as it is. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it now. Still, I don't know, it doesn't, like for motovlogging, it just doesn't produce those more true to life colors that the GoPros do. So, but it's great for actually what I was planning on doing. I never was planning on doing motovlogging with it. I like a GoPro. I like an action camera for a vlogging camera, and the fact that it picks up in a low light does a lot of good too. Good Lord, it's 20 after 5. Well, I did goof off today. I can hear the rain out there. You guys want to see what it looks like? I'll do like Sasha and paint myself to the wall here. She stands up on that bench and just, it's as flat as she can get against that bench. That's what she does. But look at it, just pouring out here. I mean, it's not heavy rain. It's heavy enough you just hear a steady flow of rain pouring. Yeah, it actually brightened up quite a bit there for a while. And I actually thought, there might have been a little peak of blue skies, but that ended pretty quick. Let's see what this thing looks like in super night mode. Of course, it's raining. It's going to get all over the lens. The one problem it has is that it can kind of overexpose highlighted areas. My license plate and registration showed up for the Pan America today. This is the Osmo Action 5 Pro. Yep, definitely raining out here. My lens is gonna get all mucky. Left the shop lights on. I gotta fix that. Want to see how it messes up, you know, with image stabilization, if it gets jitters due to the digital stabilization. But I'm gonna take that long walk down to the road. I'm not gonna film the whole way. I'll pop on from time to time. I didn't realize Christy even left. Wow, that's dark. This is the lowest setting on this light. One of Kelly's little creations over here. I'll turn the light off so you can see it. I don't know why it's like, oh, probably because the sun wasn't out today. Yep, because it's usually really bright. It's made out of concrete. She made these hands by filling some kind of concrete stuff in rubber gloves, and they got like blood and stuff on them. It's supposed to be spooky. Alright, let's go get the license plate and tabs here. Hopefully a werewolf doesn't jump out and get me. Oh, Christy checked the mail when she left. There's nothing in the mailbox. And it shows it was delivered at the mailbox. There's other mail in there too, so. And she's using this as her address, so it's okay for her to check the mail, I reckon. I know why the lights were on. The garage isn't even locked. When I got done with the car and I was talking to you guys, I stepped on that stool and turned that radio back on. I have to turn it off when I'm out here filming for obvious reasons, because I get copyright tagged. And I was going to use this ruler as a guide. I don't know if you can make that thing out, but she's a crooked ruler. Anyway, I'll leave that stool over here because when I step off of that thing, I've reached down and stepped on that bottom plate. I reach up there, turn the radio on, and I had the stool at its lowest setting because I was messing with the car door, you know. Stepped right on top of that and swan dive, landed completely on my side. And my hand, look how swole up my thumb thing is right there. Look at the color of it. And I can't put like any pressure on that thing. It's not broke or anything, but it smarts. Badly smarts. So yeah. A little excitement at the end of out here playing around. So Kelly got some cold compress thing, had my hand in the air and all that stuff, and the pain is gone, but it's hard to hold on to anything. But dadgummit. What scares me about her checking the mail before she takes off somewhere is you gonna leave the mail sitting on the seat in the car. I didn't look to see what all was in there. I mean, it could be personal stuff in your mail, you know. If my license tab or plate and tabs and registration, all that got kiped, I'd be in a world of hurt. Anyway, get out there with the mama. We have to do a goodbye on the porch tonight. I am not gonna drag her out here in the drizzling rain. We'll just sit down on the porch and hopefully the kids and the dogs will be quiet and we'll get her done. Thanks for hanging around in a weird car vlog. When you got an old car with almost 300,000 miles, there will be car vlogs from time to time. Well, hello there, YouTube. Finally made it to the point. It's a dadgum porch goodbye.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's dark. It's raining.
Yeah. Rain out there, just a mess. Can't do it in the house. Just way too many kids, way too much noise.
Way too many dogs.
Dogs and everything.
Yeah. Big chaos.
Yeah. Garages. We're out. Oh, there's somebody up there. Is that Danny?
Yeah, Danny.
Danny Bagoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't get very cold. What did it get to last? I didn't even pay attention.
I don't know. I know
Didn't
it
get too
was like 60 when I went to bed. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy. That rain comes in, it warms right up.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of neutralizes everything.
Yeah, clear skies makes it cold.
But you get up high, all this rain and snow up there.
Mm-hmm.
St. Helens is going to be nice and white.
Yeah, she'd be pretty.
Next time we see her, which is like Wednesday, I think there's a little window that it won't be raining. And then back to rain. The season has hit us.
Yes, it has.
We were holding it off the best we could. Kept pushing the clouds back. But
yeah, finally had to give in.
Mother Nature rules.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad to get that door lock actuator thing in the Honda car. I never did look to see the beeper doesn't work. You know, you hit it again, it beeps.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't beep. And I think because remember one of our elements, I remember which one, it was really loud.
Yeah.
And we turned it off. I remember how you do it. I'll have to do a search. See how to do it. Or maybe maybe the controller or actuator doesn't use that anymore. Maybe that controls it somehow or another. But anyway, very chilled, wet Saturday afternoon.
Yes, it was.
There's a bug crawling across my light up there.
Uh-oh.
Caught my attention. Anyway, on that, I reckon we're going to bail out on you.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and you guys have a wonderful Sunday and Monday.
Heck yeah. All right.
See you in the morning.
Just like that. Dog noise.
There's the dogs.
All right. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.
Bye.